Major,
Yes?
I was just wondering, why do they call you Zero?
What do you mean?
We go back a long ways, but I just realized I never asked you why you're called Zero.
You want to know where it comes from?
Yeah, if that's all right.
That's a bit nostalgic, really.
Nostalgic.
The first British intelligence outfit was established in 1909. The head of the Foreign Intelligence Division was a man named Mansfield George Smith Cumming. He was referred to simply as C after the first letter of his last name. Since then, out of respect for Cumming, the heads of the SIS have traditionally taken the name of C.
And James Bond's boss is called M.
That's right. I myself was once known as O.
And that's where Zero comes from?
Precisely. In another sense, though, it signifies a ghost, one whose true identity must remain a mystery, the primogenitor of the solo sneaking operation.
Is that so?
Some types of food spoil faster than others. Animal and fish meat goes bad relatively fast, but plants and mushrooms generally last a little longer. Animals won't go bad if you capture them alive, though. You can tell whether food has gone bad or not by looking closely at the icon on the food screen in the survival viewer. So be sure to check the icon before you eat the food. If you eat spoiled food, you'll get sick and end up with a stomachache. It'll get better eventually if you leave it alone, but that means you'll throw up and lose a lot of stamina. If you get a stomachache, go to Cure in the survival viewer and take some digestive medicine. Digestive medicine and antidotes aren't the only ways to cure stomach aches and food poisoning. You can also induce vomiting. Go into the survival viewer and press the viewer button to enter viewer mode. Then rotate the right stick to spin your body around, and eventually you'll start feeling queasy. When you get dizzy enough, exit the survival viewer and you'll throw up. That should get rid of any stomach ache and food poisoning you have. Give it a try.
Tree bark is a forest pattern created primarily for use by hunters. It'll give you an exceptionally low profile if you wear it when you're pressed up against a tree. To place a weapon on your person, your field uniform is not just a set of threads to wear. To get the max effect out of your camouflage, you gotta correspond with your environment. So no matter where you are, make sure to choose a camo pattern that lets you blend in.
Silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you. What a fear in my heart, but you're so supreme. I give my
tastes good.
Huh?
Munchies! tastes good.
I haven't eaten in so long. Ha! Food! I'm so hungry. Ha!
Huh? What's that sound? There's nothing here.
I'm so hungry. Food.
Snake, are you there?
Eva, where are you?
In the fortress, in Groznyj Grad. Dr. Sokolov is here too.
Is he all right?
He's fine. Right now he's busy putting the finishing touches on the Shagohod.
Good. That means they haven't killed him.
Not yet anyway, but you better hurry. They've already finished the Phase 2 tests. Once the final preparations are complete, they'll have no more use for him. The Colonel won't have any qualms about killing him if he thinks the CIA is closing in.
Eva, you can't let Sokolov out of your sight.
I know. Snake, do you know where Groznyj Grad is?
Granin told me that I should be able to get there from the mountains to the north, through an underground tunnel.
Granin told you?
Yeah, he even gave me the key to the warehouse.
Why?
'Cause he was drunk, I guess.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hell if I know.
Snake, there's one problem with that route.
What problem?
The mountain entrance to the underground tunnel that leads to the fortress is sealed. You need a key to get in.
A key? What about the key Granin gave me?
That key won't work. But don't worry, I'll figure something out. I have an idea. There are some ruins at the top of the mountains. Meet me there.
The top of the mountains. Got it.
Wait, there's something else I've got to tell you.
Now what?
I heard that one of the Cobras is waiting for you in the jungle at the foot of the mountains. He's a legendary sniper called the End.
Yeah, I've seen him before. That ridiculously old guy, right?
Don't underestimate him. He's known as the father of modern sniping.
Is he alone? No spotter?
None. He's all by himself. Apparently, he doesn't need a spotter.
You can't be serious.
The entire forest is on his side.
The forest?
Stay alert.
Yeah, I'd hate to have it be the end for me.
Snake, have you been contacted by Eva?
Yeah, she said we'd meet up in the ruins at the top of the mountains. She also said she picked up the key to get into the tunnel that leads to Groznyj Grad.
Good. Hurry to the rendezvous with Eva. Head for the mountains. Proceed north through the woods. There's an entrance to a mine shaft at the far northeast corner. Climb up the shaft and you'll come out in the mountains. Head north,
I'm on it.
but stay on your toes. Isn't the Cobra unit sniper lying in wait for you?
Yeah, the end. But there's no other way.
Watch yourself. Your opponent is a legendary sniper. Your fight with the End will likely be a long and grueling one. You should stock up on battle necessities like ammunition and provisions now, while you still can. Snake, that forest is immense. It's too dangerous to proceed without adequate information. Give Eva a call.
There's a mushroom called the spatza growing in that area. Spatza.
Spatza.
Right.
Interesting name. So, paramedic,
What?
what kind of mushroom is a spatza?
You really want to know?
I guess so.
Okay, let's see. The spatza...
Yeah.
It's gray,
Hmm.
and it grows on the ground.
Yeah, and?
That's all.
That's all?
That's all the guide says. Okay, so I don't know that much about it. Why don't you eat one and see? It might be pretty tasty.
Eat one and see. What do I look like, a lab rat?
Shh.
What did I say?
What if the rats hear you? You'll hurt their feelings.
The black uniform isn't really camouflage. It was intended to have a psychological shock effect on enemies in hostage rescue operations and stuff like that. But it should also make you pretty hard to see if you wear it in a dark environment. And it might also work on black, earthy surfaces like you'd find in swamps.
The name of that forest is Svyatogornyj. In Russian, it means something like the sacred mountain path. The name comes from an old folk tale about mountain spirits who passed through there on their way to Sokrovenro, the forest to the north. Head north and you'll come to Sokrovenro. The tunnel that leads to the mountains is in the northern area of Sokrovenro. I'll meet you in the ruins at the top of the mountains. I'll give you the key to the tunnel leading to Groznyj Grad when you get there. Remember, go north. But Sokrovenro is also where...
I know. The end, right?
Yeah. One of the Cobras, the End, is waiting for you in Sokrovenro. He's a legendary sniper. Until you defeat him in battle...
I won't be able to move on.
Right.
Then I'll just have to beat him.
I guess you will.
Eva,
What?
I couldn't get a hold of you for a while there. What were you doing?
What do you think I was doing?
That's what I'm asking you.
Why are you asking me that?
Because I want to know, that's why.
Want to know what?
Will you stop answering my questions with questions?
Are you mad? See ya.
Good. I'm getting kind of sleepy. Paramedic,
Yeah?
I ate one of those spatza mushrooms you were talking about.
Really? How did it taste?
I passed out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
So that's why they call it the bringer of sleep.
What?
Oh, I looked the word spatza up afterwards and found out it means bringer of sleep in Russian.
Well,
But anyway, the reason the spatza puts you to sleep when you eat it is because it contains a type of anesthetic substance similar to an alkaloid. I'll bet if you pick one, you could soak it into a handkerchief to create a sleeping drug. Eating a spatza and falling asleep might cause your life and stamina to recover as well. Why don't you find a safe spot and try it out?
Snake, that forest is immense. It's too dangerous to proceed without adequate information. Proceed north through the woods. There's an entrance to a mine shaft at the far northeast corner. Climb up the shaft and you'll come out in the mountains. Head north. Your actions can lower your stamina. The more demanding the activity, the more stamina consumed.
Exactly. Walking slowly will conserve stamina, while actions like rolling, crawling, and stalking consume large amounts of it. Try your best to avoid unnecessary actions in order to conserve stamina.
Snake, in order to carry out the mission without being spotted, you must learn to detect an approaching enemy well ahead of time. Press the first-person view button and use the first-person view to constantly check your surroundings as you proceed.
Tree bark is a forest pattern created primarily for use by hunters. It'll give you an exceptionally low profile if you wear it when you're pressed up against a tree.
Now all you have to do is follow the tunnel north to the mountains of Groznyj. But you might want to swing around east first. There's a provision storehouse there.
Eva,
Yes?
who is that Tatiana?
Taken a liking to her, have we? Yeah, she's a cutie.
Who is she?
I don't know that much about her, but from what I can tell, she seems to be Sokolov's lover.
Can you find out a little more?
Snake. She already has a man.
Eva,
All right, just give me a minute.